Hello everyone, it's Diego Doom here, and today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Ultra Act Ultraman Dyna Flash Type. Ultraman Dyna originally aired back in 2009 and follows the adventures of Ultraman Dyna, Shin and the Guts team as they battle various alien invaders. So Ultraman Dyna is definitely a fantastic show, and it's one of my favorite of the Ultra series, so it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I highly recommend that everyone checks that out. But nonetheless, Ultra Act Ultraman Dyna Flash Type is another fantastic release in the Ultra Act line. Ultraman Dyna has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a very nice, very neat, very cool, and very dynamic range of articulation. So first, let's check out Ultraman Dyna's accessories. Okay, so now let's check out Ultraman Dyna's accessories. So Ultraman Dyna comes with 2 additional pairs of hands, 1 individual hand, 1 hand for the Ultra Fork, 1 part effect for the Solgent Ray, 1 additional vest, and then 1 additional head. So first, let's check out Ultraman Dyna's hands. The first pair of hands that Dyna comes with are his open hands, and they're definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool here. As you can see, they have that fantastic, silver metallic paint application, which makes these hands pop. It's definitely very vibrant. It may not come across on the camera, but still, this silver they use in the Ultra Act figures is absolutely fantastic, and it's very vibrant. It definitely pops. But here, as you can see, it has a fantastic sculpt. You have all the notch lines here for the knuckle joints and the inner palm, so it's definitely very cool. It's nice to know, they could have skipped corners, but they did not. So this is a fantastic piece here, so definitely very cool. The next pair of hands that Dyna comes with are his chopping hands. And his chopping hands are definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. They still have that same great paint application and very well detailed here, so definitely cool. Now, how the hands attach is via a ball joint peg. So we have Dyna here. All you have to do, just grab the hand, pull it off, and just slide that hand on that peg. And once again, do be careful. The hands are a very firm and sturdy connection, so it does take a little bit of force to snap the hands on. But once they're on, they're very firm and very secure, so it's definitely cool. But do be careful because, if you push too hard, the ball joint will kind of flip down on you and stuff like that. And you don't want to break or stress any parts of your figure. But still, very cool and very easy to attach. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So the next individual hand that Dyna comes with is his thumbs up hand here, and it's definitely very cool. In the show, he kind of threw this up a couple of times, so it's definitely very cool. Very nice and very well sculpted hand here. Let's get a little bit of focus going on. Yeah. So pretty cool there, so it's definitely very neat, very nice. So the last individual hand that Dyna comes with is his hand used for the Ultra Fork attack. And the Ultra Fork attack that Dyna uses, this is pretty much a ball of energy he throws. It can put into a curve, and it can take enemies out in one hit. So it's definitely very cool here. The hand has that fantastic sculpt here, and it's definitely sculpted around the energy ball very well. And the energy ball is very nicely sculpted. Also has a nice texture and a very nice coat of blue, and it's pretty much semi-translucent also, so definitely cool. It's definitely a nice sculpt here, so very energy-like and very cool. So the next accessory that Dyna comes with is his Solgent Ray part effect. So we'll check this out here. This is absolutely fantastic. It's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. And has a fantastic sculpt and a wonderful paint application here, so it's definitely cool. Now this piece is hard plastic, so once again, do be careful. Especially with these thinner pieces here, try not to drop this because I'm confident if you drop this in the right way or, apply too much pressure on one part of this, it probably will break. So do be careful with your part effects because you definitely don't want to lose or miss out on these. Now, this is, the way it attaches to Dyna is pretty different considering Ogul and Gaia, in the simple fact that the hand that holds this part effect is actually included or actually attached to the part effect. So it's pretty cool there. So all you have to do to attach this to Dyna, we'll grab Dyna's right arm here. We're going to pull that off, pull the hand off there. And all you have to do is simply slot it in to the hand that's already built into the part effect. So pretty cool there. So we'll just go ahead and put that in. So get that on the first try. And once again, do be careful because you don't want to stress this effect part out or anything like that. So Let's put that on there. Now this doesn't necessarily snap into place, but you know, once it's on there, you can feel how secure it is. So pretty cool there. So now you have Ultraman Dyna using his Solgent Ray. So definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So the next accessory that Ultraman Dyna comes with is his additional head. Now these additional heads seem to be the running theme with the newer Ultrac figures, and the simple fact that, you know, this is a head that has a spot in the back with translucent eyes that's able to kind of shine light through. So definitely very cool there. So you get this very ominous and very cool glow in the eyes there. So it's pretty cool. But, you know, once again, it's all about how you set the shot up to get that true ominous glow. So it's definitely very cool there. Then also, one thing to note, just like Ultraman Oggle's face, if you have extreme light going on, you'll realize that even the face is somewhat translucent, so it can look kind of bizarre, and it comes off like a crystal skull. So when you're actually photographing or filming these, you know, kind of limit your light source so it doesn't wind up looking a little bit odd or awkward. But to attach this, all you have to do, grab Dyna here, just remove his head, because it attaches via the ball joint peg in his neck. So, right there, we'll just grab that head there, slide that on, and it's all a very secure and firm connection there, so definitely cool. We'll see if we can get a little bit of light going on there. Well, a little bit too much light, but you can get the gist. The light will beam through his eyes, and it looks definitely very cool, so definitely cool there. So the next accessory that Dyna comes with is his additional, we'll call it a vest piece here. So this vest piece here is sculpted slightly differently, you know. It has an extra wrinkle and creases in it to give you a more wide range of motion for Dyna's arms, and this is ideal for when he's doing his Solgent Ray or the Ultra Fork to do that throwing motion, so your arms actually have a little bit more room to work with when you're rotating them around. So pretty cool there. So how you attach this, you just pull off Dyna's vest here, and it comes off pretty easy, but you know, it does attach pretty firm too, so you pull out the peg in the front, and then the two pegs in the back. So get that one out. They come off pretty easy. And all you have to do, slide the new vest on. Let's see, got a little bit of dust going on here. So we get that on there. So there we have Dyna with his alternate vest, and you know, he has a better range of movement, and he can, you know, get, you know, more. He just has more room to move his arms here. So definitely cool there. So very nice, very neat, and very cool there. So now we're winding down to the final accessory. So the next accessory that Dyna comes with is his warning crystal. So this warning crystal, as we all know, when the Ultraman figures, not the figures, but the characters, when they are low on energy, their crystals change from blue to red, signifying they're very low on energy. So this is when they normally pull off their finisher. So it's definitely very cool here. And you know, once again, as I always say, these small pieces and, you know, those little knickknacks here and there that are just for extra added detail go a long way and absolutely make these figures fantastic. So definitely cool there. A very nice crystal here. It's very translucent here too, so pretty cool. And how you attach this, you'll grab Dyna here and just pull out the crystal in his chest. So get that out. Now notice Dyna's crystal comes out a little bit easier than, say, Oggle's, so that's always cool. Plug that in so we can get that in there. Line it up appropriately. So get that in. So now we have Dyna with his energy running low and time running out. So definitely very cool here. So now the final accessory that Dyna comes with is his accessory stand piece. And once again, this is another piece that's a running theme in the Ultra Act figures. And what you have to do, just remove this back piece out of Dyna's back. So we'll just remove that. And you'll have your accessory stand piece here. And you know, the whole point of this pegs into Dyna's back. You can actually peg in the Tamashii stand here in this empty hole, and that way you can simulate seamless flying poses with all your Ultrac figures. So that's definitely very cool and absolutely very much appreciated. So absolutely fantastic here. So I just do remove the Dyna's tab in the back, slide this in here. Let's see if we can get that in the first try. Yeah. At times that can be a little bit odd to get in, but still cool. Next, you grab your favorite Tamashii Nation stand, and the stand I'm using is the Barnaby Brooks Jr. stand from the SH Figuarts Barnaby Brooks Jr. figure, so pretty cool there, so don't mind the magenta base. All you have to do, grab the stand and peg it in the back there. There you go. And now, we have Dyna in a seamless flying pose. So let me try and set him up for a pretty cool pose, and then we'll get back and conclude these accessories. Okay, so now we have Ultraman Dyna in a seamless flying pose at a dramatic angle. So this is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. And it's absolutely fantastic that Bandai includes the accessory stand pieces so you can truly simulate these seamless flying poses. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's go ahead and check out the Ultraman Dyna figure itself. Okay, so now let's check out the Ultraman Dyna figure itself. So Ultraman Dyna has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, and a very nice, very neat, very cool, and very dynamic range of articulation. So first, let's start with the articulation in the head. So, as we all know, Ultraman Dyna's head is on a ball joint here, so you know the head is easily removable to expose that ball joint there. So he has a pretty nice range of movement in the head, so you can actually have the head tilt up pretty far, and it's definitely seamless because you can, as we all know, the neck comes up into the head, so it's always seamless no matter how much he tilts his head, so it's pretty cool there. But, get that back on. Ultraman Dyna can tilt his head about this far. He can look left. He can look right. Now, one thing to note, in my figure in particular, the neck is extremely tight, and I'm going to have to work that in. So he can look all the way left, and he can look all the way right. It just takes a little bit of working out the joint here in the neck. So still pretty cool. So in the arms here, the arms come out about this far. Very cool there. The forearms here, they actually bend. So you have that nice double jointed elbow there. Pretty cool and very nice flex going on there. The hands are on ball joint pegs and actually moves quite a bit, so a nice range of motion there. Now, one thing to also note, and I had the hardest time doing this for a while, the upper arm here actually rotates on this joint, so you can actually rotate the arm around to get your signature ultra beam poses, and it's kind of hard to describe on how to properly do it, but what you want to do, you want to kind of isolate this joint and twist the arm around, so it's kind of tough. I'll try it here, but I may not get it. But let's see if you can see what that's going on. So it's kind of tough. I'm not really sure the easiest way to go about it. Because I tried it earlier, and I really thought I was going to break my figure. But at the end of the day, I was able to rotate the arm around so I could bring these in closer to do, a signature beam. But right now, I'm not able to get it for some reason. But it can be done, and you will not break your figure. Because I notice a lot of people, when they photograph these figures, they do not have the arms as close together as possible to do, the signature attacks. But it can be done if anyone's wondering about that. So that's definitely very cool, and I'm finally glad I figured out how to properly do that. So definitely cool, the more you know. So it's absolutely fantastic there. So in Dyna's chest here, the upper chest is on a ball joint and it can actually move. On my figure, it's definitely very tight, but it can actually move. Pretty cool. Then the torso here can move also. So you can have Dyna looking, excuse the focus going on there, very far down or very far up. So definitely very cool there. And this actually twists a little bit too, so that's pretty cool. It's definitely very tight, so do be careful when you're trying to kind of wake these joints up or kind of break them in so you don't actually break your figure, but still very cool. In the hips here, Ultraman Dyna's range of articulation in the legs, you can kick out about this far, so that's pretty good, but if you pull down on the hip joint here, you get an even wider range of motion, so it's absolutely fantastic, so definitely cool there. In the knees here, Ultraman Dyna's knees are double jointed, so you get that very, very nice bend, absolutely fantastic there. Then in the feet here, the feet are on ball joints. You can move those all around. Pretty cool, and stabilize them in those dynamic poses. And the toes are articulated as well. So this is an absolutely fantastic figure here. The paint applications are absolutely fantastic and very spot on. Everything is very vibrant because Dyna has a very vibrant color scheme. He has the red, silver, and blue, and it's absolutely fantastic. Once again, with the silver, as always, it's a silver metallic that kind of pops. It's not quite metallic, but this silver absolutely pops, and it's absolutely fantastic. The red is very bright, vibrant, and the blue is very vibrant also. So definitely cool here. In the chest piece here, the gold is very vibrant. I just think maybe at times it may be my camera. On the camera, the colors seem pretty standard, but in person, this figure is definitely very vibrant and absolutely fantastic. And the sculpt is absolutely spot on. A fantastic figure here in the head here. Very nice translucent eyes or semi-translucent eyes. Absolutely fantastic there. A very spot on and muscular sculpt. So this is absolutely fantastic. This is an awesome figure here. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So now that we have the figure review out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review. To conclude the review, Ultra Act Ultraman Dyna Flash Type is another fantastic release in the Ultra Act line. Ultraman Dyna has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a very nice, very neat, very cool, and very dynamic range of articulation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I highly recommend that everyone picks this figure up. Also, definitely check out Ultraman Dyna because it is a very nice, very neat, and very cool show. This has been another review by Diego Doom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.